Buffalo Bills at St. John Fisher training camp. So one thing you want to see them accomplish while they're here.
Well, I think I want to see the entire roster elevate in this sense. I look at this team and I see talent. Certainly, we've talked about this, more talent than they had a year ago. That's not saying a lot because of the low threshold that we had for talent. The quarterback position is better because Allen is definitely going to be better than he was when he came to camp last year. And Barkley is a viable backup quarterback, which they didn't have a year ago. But I want to see this team start to take the look of the teams we've seen in the past few years, that second year of the quarterback situation, everybody elevates a little bit. And they take on that personality. I'm not saying it's strictly of Allen, but of a team that knows, I mean, let's be honest. Last year, there were times we were thrilled they could make it down the field. I mean, the offense was incredibly bad most of the time, and then Allen showed those flashes. I want to see a team that starts to look the part in that way, takes on his personality and elevates. Because the problem I have coming into this camp is, people talk about, what's your pick and how do you think they're going to do? And I say to myself, and then say, who do you look at on that roster and you go, well, we know this guy's coming through for them. And I come up with two guys, and they're both on defense. I'd say Trey White and Micah Hyde are the two guys who play well nearly every week. It's tough at corner position. Hyde plays well every week. I guess Lorenzo Alexander, even though he's almost 37 years old, offensively, I don't know a guy that has done it multiple years that you can count on. Now, can Allen elevate this entire group and then they all start playing better and then a guy like Cole Beasley comes around and shows those flashes? That's what I want to see. I don't know if it'll come out in numbers. I don't know how. I think you'll just feel it. I think you'll watch them and say they're different.
I'm interested to see how they're going to work out the running back situation because you got LaShawn McCoy, you got Frank Gore, you get the third-round pick out of FIU, right?
Devin Singletary.
There you go. Thank you. So, and on top of that, you have a fullback in Pat DeMarco, who is an albatross for contract, and you can get rid of him if you wanted to, but it seems like McDermott likes him. I want to know how you're going to work two guys at that age in Gore and McCoy splitting carries. Gore, by the way, being a guy who is a kind of a short yardage back at this point in his career, and how much touch you're going to give the young guy to ensure that Josh Allen doesn't have to put his body on the line the way that he did every week last year. I don't know if we're going to be able to see that in camp because, LaShawn McCoy and Frank Gore, I'm guessing, aren't going to get much run with the first. So we're probably going to see this third-round pick show up and be able to play out. But yes, I'm very curious as to how they're going to work that backfield.
I want to see them form as quickly as humanly possible the offensive line and get the people in the positions that they need to play in and stick with it. What do you need?
I think the key is getting Josh Allen to be dynamic and accurate in the short game. 3 yards in a cloud of dust is not what the Bills can do any longer. They're having trouble up front, so I think that the short passing game should open up the running game this year. And I'm talking about 3-step drop, quick outs, quick release, quick routes, keeping the defense on their toes, which would spread out the defense and help the running game. So I'm hoping that what they do is they use the passing game to aid the running game this year because Allen's got a cannon. And the reason that I'm making that point is because of Cole Beasley. That's the kind of receiver he is. He's a short route receiver. He's not going to beat you deep. Great hands over the middle. And I'm hoping that they can kind of develop that kind of passing game so the running game works.
I think that group's going to surprise us.
I hope so.